Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we're going to look at the shop page for the upcoming Canvas starter site. Before we do that, let me first point out the build notes that I will be following along with for this video for this starter site. Those can be found under the MyListing Club website. That's mylisting.club. Click on this MyListing starter sites card here on the home page. Then click on the Explore button and then click on the Canvas card. Then we're going to scroll down a little bit and we're going to click into the shop page section here. As soon as I find it, here we go, the shop page. All right, so that's where you can find the notes. The same notes I'm going to be following along with for this video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move this over to my other screen. By default, MyListing's products archive, i.e. the shop page template, is very basic, and you must rely on code customizations to adjust the design and add functionality. That is what we are seeing on the screen here. This is a MyListing demo. As we see here in the URL, this is a shop page. So the only way that you can customize this is through a custom solution, whether you hand code it with CSS or you do custom development with PHP, JavaScript, CSS, the whole 9 yards, or you implement something like an Elementor Pro template, which is what I have done here. Okay. So let's go ahead and close this down, and I'm going to continue reading on here. Let me actually pull this up on the front end. There we go. Using Elementor Pro included and licensed with all starter sites, Canvas customers have the full power and flexibility of Elementor to build archive pages any way they want without requiring custom code. Currently, the product's archive template applies to the shop page. Using Elementor's display conditions, customers can easily adjust which product archives, whether it's all product archives, just the shop page, product categories, product tags, product vendors, etc., where they want to apply this template. So let's go ahead and look at what I mean by that. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this just so we can make sure everything looks good. Sometimes the templates don't load good in the back end for whatever reason. You got to ask Elementor about that. But anyway, when you click on this up arrow down here in the bottom left, we're going to get these display conditions. And as we see, we are applying this to the entire shop. Okay. You can apply this to all product archives, which would include everything you see here: shop page, search results, product categories, product tags, vendors, that sort of thing. Okay, but we're just applying this to the shop page. Okay, do you want to apply an archive template to one product category and a different template to another? No problem. Customers can create additional archive templates that apply to all product categories, specific product categories, by simply cloning an archive template and adjusting it as desired. So what I mean by that is you're going to have this template, obviously. You can clone it, and then you can get back in here and edit it as you want, as you desire, and go back into the display conditions, and you can set it on a per category basis. Okay, so clone the template, make your adjustments for that particular category, using display conditions, apply it to that category, and so on and so forth. Another thing you can do is apply it different templates to different search results, different product tags, and you get the idea. Dynamic elements. The page title pulls in the site name and appends store. So here we go, pulling in the site name of Canvas, and then we're adding the word store afterwards. Listing packages grid. That is this grid right here. This is dynamic. It pulls in all products under the listing packages product category, sorted by title in ascending order. It applies to MyListing's default listing package product type and the listing subscriptions product type. So if we go into back in here in our dashboard and we pull up our products, it's going to apply to these products right here, which are the listing packages right here. That's the default MyListing product. These are configured because I'm using WooCommerce subscriptions. These are actually listing subscriptions underneath the hood, but that's what it applies to, whether you use the default MyListing packages or the WooCommerce listing subscriptions package. Okay, both are fully supported by MyListing if you're not familiar with that. Okay, back to the template, the Canvas products heading. So if we scroll down here, this is dynamic. We're pulling in, again, the site name, and then we're adding the word offers after that. Canvas products grid. Again, site name followed by the word products. And then popular vendor products. What we're doing here is pulling in all products under the vendor product category, sorted by popularity in descending order. So the important piece here is popularity. So that is a newer feature of Elementor. I'm not sure how new. It may be kind of new. It may be super new. I can't recall when they added that in, but I definitely noticed it. But again, looking at the products, we have products under the category of vendor. This relates to WooCommerce product vendors, which is part of this starter site. It's implemented and to get you a jump start on setting up a multi-vendor marketplace. Okay, so that's where these products are coming in, and you can tell that because they are sold by this vendor, this user, this customer that has may or may not have a listing on your website where they are adding their products, but we're pulling those in here. Okay, again, as I pointed out, these are sorted by popularity. So if we look at, we come down here and we look at the product grid and we look at the query, we are ordering by popularity. So what this is the sort by popularity option lists the highest sold products first. So, if you come into your store and let's say the one vendor product is the most popular because it's selling the most, it will be listed here. Okay. Let's say that product 1 and product 2 have both sold the same amount, right? Then the next differentiating factor will be the products with the same sales count are then ordered by product ID. Okay. So product ID, that is, if we look at products in the back end, so let's look at the vendors. If you hover over a product in the back end, you'll see an ID. See that ID number right here? So it's going to order by that. And these are in order of when the products were created, is how that works. Okay, so that's a special, unique twist on there. You could apply that to all of these grids if you wanted, sorted by popularity. Okay. The static elements, listing promotions grid. This is a really important section here for you to pay attention to. At this point, I've discovered today, or was reminded today, I should say, that the listings promotions product type from MyListing. So if we go back to our products, those are these right here, these promotion packages. These are built into MyListing. It's a MyListing product type, okay? It's for promoting your listings. Those do not pull in the same way that every other product does. So the packages come in just fine, but the listing promotions do not. So I brought that to their attention today, and hopefully we can get that addressed. It doesn't work if you try to pull in the category, and it doesn't work if you try to pull them in one by one. They just don't register with that Elementor products widget. Okay, like the rest of them do. So what I did was I tried to find a way around this, and I think I did a pretty good job of what I came up with. So I created these cards, and I wanted to give them a unique look. I didn't want them to look exactly like these grids, although I could have done that. And I didn't want them to look like this offer grid right here. So I wanted them to look a little bit different. And you'll notice they've got the branding shaded left or right from lightest to darkest. It's got all the promotion packages in there. It's got a place to put an image in there if you want. You can take that out if you want. Totally up to you. But one of the real key pieces here, there's two key pieces. One is the add to cart button. You'll notice here that it has the actual product slug. So product promotion dash package dash 1. Okay, and that comes from the product. So if we go find this promotions product, do a quick edit, we'll see there's the slug. So that slug needs to be there in that button URL. Okay, then we add this little bit here, this add to cart bit, and then equals 179. 179 is the product ID. So if we go look at that product and hover over it, or actually just lists it there. If you hover over it, see that 179, that's the product ID. So that's the other piece. So those two pieces. What this does is now when somebody clicks this add to cart button, it's going to automatically populate their cart with that product, which in this case is the promotion package 1. Okay, that's how that works. Now, the next important piece to this isn't required by any means, with literally everything with this starter site, you don't have to use any of this. You can pull it out, turn it off, disable it, whatever you want to do. But as it's configured, we are using a code snippet that allows you to apply a unique redirect URL upon product purchase. Okay, so if we look at each of these promotion packages, we have a field, and this is all products are you're gonna be able to do this any product on your site. But I put in a URL here, and it's gonna redirect to the My Listings endpoint in the My Listing dashboard where their listings are, right? And we're gonna see why I chose that option. And you can adjust it, do whatever you want. We're gonna see in a second why I did that. Okay. Okay, so like I said, we've now got that promotion products in our cart. Let's go proceed to checkout. Okay, I've got my information in there. Just pretend I'm a customer and I'm agreeing to the terms. And now I'm going to check out. And once I check out here, it's going to dump me into my listings area of the My Listing dashboard. There we go. So now the idea is for them to take what they've purchased now and promote the desired listing. Now, if you feel like there's some added instructions that needed to be there, I am open to just give me your ideas. Like, Ryan, hey, can you create this pop up for us, this XYZ, like for more instructions, or you can put it on the support page because there's already a section. Let's pull that up real quick. There's a section in the support page for all about listing promotions and how that works. You could amend that and put something in there, that sort of thing. So tons of options, but otherwise you just kind of, you can just hope they figure that out and they've read about it. I'm totally open to your suggestions. I may think of something, but anyway, let's say they come here and they're educated and they know what to do and they click on this promote button here, okay, within the listing, and they want to promote it. So if they hadn't purchased this product, let's pretend like this was the first one they purchased, then that's the only one that would appear here. I've bought this a few times when I was testing this out, but that would appear here and they could just click on this because they own it and use that for their promotion. Now, let's say in a different scenario, they hadn't purchased anything. If they were to click on promote, they would be able to then purchase right here from this area, okay? They could also click on this link to learn about promotions. This is getting off the kind of like a subtopic for this video. It's not really part of this video, but I wanted to show you. Okay, so that link actually should go down to here. I'll do that after this video. I want that link to actually take them and drop them down into this area. So I'll take care of that after this video. Anyway, getting off on a side tangent. Let's get back on track here. So I covered those important pieces there. It's a code snippet that makes that redirect happen. It's already part of the starter site. It's implemented, ready to go for you. You can get a hold of it if you're a club member. It's available to you. Okay, and then I've made available as separate downloads at the lowest tier of a club membership, so people can get their hands on it. This section right here is available for download, listings promotion. And these Canvas offers are available as separate downloads. Okay. What else did I have in here? And then next up is just the template for this entire shop page. And then to complete the overall solution, you're going to need the products package. So you're going to need products. You don't need to download these that are already pre-configured if you don't want to, but it's going to save you time if you do. Otherwise, you can just create the products on your own. But that's what's pulling in here is in these grids is those products. Okay, that's why I say it's part of completing the overall solution. Next up for completing the overall solution is the WooCommerce products CSS package. As you see here in the back end, it's not styled as I completely want, but when you look on the front end, let me get rid of this page, go back. But when you look at it on the front end, it's styled the way that I want. Actually, just go here to the store. There we go. So this is more of what I want. Actually, not that one. No, sorry. I don't know why that's not applying. I think I must have hit some button here. Let me check my display conditions. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so let me go back here. Let's refresh. Lost my settings. There we go. So now it's displaying the way I want. And part of that is CSS that is applying to the site, to style these, because what Elementor gives you, you can't style every single part the way that I would want. So I had to add a little bit of CSS to that. That CSS package also styles the individual single product as you see here. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so let's wrap this up by looking at the remaining features, and then the mobile, and then the mobile responsiveness, and then the dark mode. Okay, so each of these buttons at the top, they will drop you down into the appropriate section. Okay, that's cool. At the bottom here, this is available as a separate download as well. If you just want this block here, I mean, you could also create it, but it's available if you want to save some time. This could be used. It's set up now. You just set it, plug in your newsletter solution of choice like MailPoet, and off you go. Or you can turn this into a contact form, or you can turn it into an ad space, whatever you want to do there. But that's also part of this. Okay, let's look at the mobile responsiveness. We'll start first with, let's go iPad. iPad is not going to be your most, viewed media query device size, but obviously you still want it to look good, which it does. And then mobile, of course, is going to be super, super important. This all looks really nice. All of this is highly configurable as far as the layout and stuff, because it is all built with Flexbox, Elementor's new Flexbox and grids. Like especially like this section right here, it's a grid. You can get really creative on how many columns you display, how many rows, the size of everything. This is also a grid. Get really creative in how you slice and dice this stuff. One little change, like if I change this number from 4 to 2, you see how it changes dramatically. It's really, really cool stuff. Okay, it's whatever you want to do there. Okay, but it's set up for success out of the box. So I showed you mobile and the mobile responsive. Okay, let's look at the dark mode, and then I will get you out of here. So again, as I've said throughout this video, you just got to imagine that your images are going to be here, and these placeholders will be gone, and then this will all look great. And again, the styling in the back end sometimes isn't. This is a little more hard to explain. Not hard to explain, but I can show you. So this is, if you haven't seen any of my other videos regarding this, there's a light mode and a dark mode, everything. So essentially, when you get the site, or you download the CSS packages for the light mode or the dark mode, and then you get the desired light or dark mode templates, you just got to flip flop the CSS around. So it's just as simple as toggling off global light mode and toggling on global dark mode. And then we also need to toggle off the WooCommerce products light mode and toggle on the dark mode. You just need to pick which version that you want. Okay, so now if I refresh this, we should mostly see this look the way we want. Again, it's in the back end, so it's going to be kind of touch and go. There, it does look better though. But if we were to look at this on the front end, it would look perfect. It looks close to perfect now. There's just a couple things where some stuff's missing, but if this was the front end, like I say, it would be just fine. All right, we'll quickly look at this on mobile, and then I will get you out of here. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right, cool. That looks good. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.